My name is Arthur Wooten. I live in New York City, Manhattan. I am a travel writer, so I've got a terrific job where I go all over the world traveling, and I'm paid to write about those trips. I kind of look at entering sweepstakes as a hobby, although I don't tell all my friends that. I think some of them would think that's kind of geeky. Some would think it's pretty, but depending on what I find out, they might be pretty jealous. My favorite place that I've been sent to and have written about several times for the magazine that I write for is Venice, Italy. It is the most beautiful, if for anyone who hasn't been there, it's like you're in a movie. It's breathtaking, and it's an incredible place for music. Verdi was born there. It's great for art, and the food has really become top notch. It is my go-to. If there was any place I could afford to go to now, I'd go back to Venice. I also this past September, I was sent out to Los Angeles, the Bureau of Tourism, and they wanted me to write about LA coming back from the pandemic. So the new restaurants, the new hotels, what they're going to do with Hollywood Boulevard to really totally renovate it. And that was a really exciting trip because I've been to Los Angeles quite a few times in my life, and I'm not going to be snobby about being an East Coast person, but it was Los Angeles. This trip changed my whole perspective of Los Angeles. It was a fantastic trip. I don't know if I'd ever live there, but it was a beautiful trip. And Los Angeles is back. I've been playing since about 2000, maybe 5 years. And I never thought that I had OCD, but I think maybe I do now, except that I channel it, and I channel it with sweepstakes. And what I do is I keep files. I'm really organized. I know when sweepstakes end. I know, how much you're playing for. So I'm very selective, so I don't waste time. But I have a certain time of every day, like going to the gym. I make sure that I enter my sweepstakes, and I'm religious about it. And I've learned that you can learn to be lucky. And there's an old saying that you have to be willing to stand out in the rain to be struck by lightning. But you've got to, I was willing to stand out there forever because I just sensed that I was lucky. I was going to win something. And consequently, I have won and won other prizes in the past. So, but this is absolutely, every time this happens, it's so exciting. And I want to tell everyone out there, it's not a waste of time, not at all. One of my first winnings was $25 with scratch stakes. And that, it's interesting, it's $25 and, that's not a lot of money, but there's something that happens. It's like, oh, wow, I won $25. Maybe I can win something bigger. Not long after that, I entered a sweepstakes and I won a week's trip for two to Napa Valley, California. And that was brilliant. We went to wineries, we were treated to spa treatments, Michelin star restaurants, and that was really exciting. So I keep entering because I feel real good, real lucky. I know it's like $5.
Arthur Wooten, you have won $10,000 from Winstakes.
That I was not expecting. $10,000? Okay, breathe. Wow, the things I'm already thinking I can pay off. Thank you. And see, I knew I was going to be lucky. Well, it's interesting when you first get the email. It's like, ooh, what is it? Is this real? Is this spam? Is this going to happen? So there's excitement, but there's like, let's find out if this is the real deal. And now when you've told me, it's like, you know what it feels like? I thought, when something like this happens to you, it would be like huge trumpets and, people screaming confetti. You know what it is? It's kind of a quiet thing. I almost feel like my shoulders dropping a little because after this, or still during this pandemic, and being a travel writer, my career ended for almost 2 years, and so did my income. So this is a blessing. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. When we can travel safely, definitely another trip to Venice. And I'll probably throw something else there. Paying off credit cards. I know it sounds boring, but it's a huge thing. A huge thing. And in the past 2 years, I've seen that amount creeping up. So this will knock it out. And it's a quiet thing. My shoulders are dropping. What would I say to skeptics? You mean like my sister? who said to me at one point, I can't believe you clip coupons. I said, I don't clip coupons. I enter sweepstakes. It's really simple. In fact, this sweepstakes is one of the easiest because you just click very quickly. I say, if you want to win $10,000, it doesn't cost anything except for some time. And I put that time aside every day to do it. And I'll continue to do it because this is like my third win. So now we have to go for 4. What advice do I suggest you get really organized. I have a separate email address for my sweeps. So when winnings come in or communication, I know this is related to sweepstakes and not my regular email. And I keep a listing of when sweepstakes end and what the prize is. And I think it's really good to be organized and consistent. If I'm going out of town and I have a sweepstakes that's unlimited, I will as many times as I probably would have if I was still in town, but left, if that makes sense. And be consistent. I plan on winning it again.